Trick or treat! So today I'm going to share with you 7 of my favorite treats, things that aren't necessarily healthy like a stalk of celery would be, but they're not bad for you. They're not things full of sugar, high fructose corn syrup, a lot of preservatives, and things that we really should not be eating. And I especially have to be careful because I have a corn allergy. And there are so many things with corn in them. And of course, high fructose corn syrup is not good for anyone. So I'm going to share with you my favorite 7, the 7 from heaven. And I hope that you'll be able to find some of these in your local grocery store. As I have found, some of them are more difficult to find than the others. I love LaCroix. Now, we do not drink any soda, any sugary drinks in our home. But this is our go-to when we feel like having something that has a little bubble to it. And I know that you can buy the machines and make your own. And I just haven't bought one of those because I try not to drink too many of them. But every now and then, whenever I feel like something with a little fizz and pop and bubble, I'll reach for the LaCroix. And not just any LaCroix. I have my favorites. So one of my favorites is the LimonCello, and it's a natural lemon flavor, but it has a little bit of something that gives it that limoncello flavor, as if I were in Italy. It's wonderful. My other 2 favorites and my go-tos that I will always find and bring home, Hi-Biscus, and it smells heavenly when you open the can. It tastes great, but it has such a lovely smell to it. And then finally, key lime. And it's different than just a plain lime. It really has the essence of and the flavoring of key lime. And so you just feel like you're down in Florida every time you have a can of that. It's really good. It's really good. The other thing I look for, as I said, is corn-free. In addition to no sugar, I really am on the hunt for anything that is corn-free. Quite often when we have salsa and chips, I'm wishing that I could join in the fun too, but corn chips are off my diet. Can't have those without having an extreme reaction to it. So I have found a wonderful replacement, Siete. That's how you say it, Siete. And they are grain-free. They're made with cassava flour, avocado oil, a little bit of coconut flour, chia seed, sea salt, citric acid, and lime oil. That's it. No corn to be found. So they are wonderful, and I can't find them everywhere, but usually I can find them at Whole Foods, and sometimes even Ralph's here on the West Coast in California will have them. And they are delicious. They have a nice texture. They're not tough. They remind you of a corn chip, but they're not. And so they're wonderful. Another wonderful go-to when you just feel like you need a little something. Now, the other favorite of mine, and it is sugar-free, it's made with stevia and some monk fruit, and this is definitely hard to find. But just recently, I heard through the grapevine that Rebel ice cream, which is a keto-friendly ice cream, it's made with real cream, no milk, real cream. And for those of you who did not know, cream has very little, if not none, when it comes to lactose. And add to my list of allergies, I'm lactose intolerant. And so I'm always on the lookout for something that's lactose-free and sugar-free and corn-free. Are you like me? Do you have a lot of the older I get, the more allergies I get. So Rebel ice cream is one of my favorites. It's delicious. It is high fat, but there is no sugar. And so it's a very low carb, and it's actually keto friendly for those of you who are adhering to the keto diet. So I love my Rebel ice cream. So some Targets are now carrying it, and some Ralphs are now carrying it. And you can always order it online at therebel.com website. Delicious, delicious. And it's designed for you to eat the whole thing. Now, I don't, but you could. Might just have to take a break and have some right now. It's so good. One of my all-time favorite sugar-free chocolate bars is Lily, and it just so happens that this is a salted caramel. It's heavenly, and it is sugar-free. Lily's makes baking chips, and that's how I first discovered the Lily's product line. They're little tiny mini chips as well as a full-size chip. They make a milk and a dark, and when I'm doing my baking, I really enjoy adding the sugar-free because then it doesn't upset the entire sugar-free basis of whatever I'm making, whether it's a cake or cookies. So Lily's, of course, this is the snack size, but Lily's makes the baking chips, which are really delicious. And sometimes they're nice just to put in a bowl and have out. Rather than having a bowl of M&Ms, you could have a bowl of Lily's sugar-free. Now, recently, I was looking for the Lily's chocolate bar, and I stumbled upon a new product, and I thought, well, I have to give this a try. It is 0 sugar, and more importantly, it is 0 maltitol. And maltitol is a sweetener that a lot of companies will use, and it is very hard to digest. It's very... well, let's just put it this way. After a couple of bites, you wish you had never had any at all because it's difficult to digest. On the packaging, it says, anything with maltitol says limited use because it may cause a laxative effect. We'll just leave it with that. So I found this and I thought, wow, this is worth a shot because these are made with stevia and monk fruit, which is a product that recently I've seen more and more products using this sweetener. This is keto friendly, so it's a very few carbs, and it has a whopping 50 calories, and well, that's per square. So there is fat in it, but if you have a serving, that's 50 calories. So, but I did pick up several different flavors. I have an almond brownie, coconut, exotic sea salt. So clearly they have several flavors, and I thought maybe we would just try one together. So I'm going to try the creamy milk chocolate just because that's sort of a generic, everybody likes that. Oh, it smells just like a real chocolate bar. It definitely smells delicious. Oh, so that's a square. Maybe that's a square. That is really, really good. It's so good. It melts in your mouth like a real chocolate bar. It's not waxy. This is really, really good. So that's called Skinny Me. Skinny Me Belgian chocolate. Delicious. Oh, and here's something. This one's only 45 calories. So is this one. That's a winner. That's a winner for sure. Now, speaking of sugar-free, Reed's sugar-free, extra spicy ginger beer.
Delicious.
And you might want to make a Moscow Mule with this. Just saying. But even if you just have it over ice, a little wedge of lime on the side, it is some tasty stuff. 0 sugar. It is 100% more ginger than the original, so it's quite spicy. So if you don't like ginger, don't buy the extra. But this extra, the sugar-free one, is delicious. And I find this at Trader Joe's. So I will highly recommend these. Whether you're just having it over ice or whether you are having an adult beverage, delicious. So Moscow Mule, can't go wrong with the Reed's sugar-free ginger beer. So good. And it's a treat. It's not something that I would have on a daily basis, but if I had a friend over, I would break out the Reed's ginger beer. They come in a little 4-pack like this, and I love them, and I think you will too. Back to our treats. I do enjoy, every now and then, some sort of a kid candy, especially around Halloween time. I feel like I need to have some Smarties or something that I would only get at Halloween. And so I have these lollipops, and they are no sugar. They are made with xylitol. Now that's not a problem for me, but some people have a little bit of an issue with xylitol, but this is an all-natural product. Xylitol originally comes from a birch tree, so you can read into that a little bit more if you want to, but I get these little lollipops that they're quite small, so it's not like it's an all-day sucker, but these little lollipops are sugar-free, and they're really delicious, and there's several different flavors: blueberry lemon, sour apple, plum apple. So kind of fun flavors. And again, all sugar-free, not made with maltitol, not made with artificial sweeteners, all natural, very little carbs, 28 calories. Not bad. Again, we're trying to steer ourselves away from that candy aisle that just is in our face the minute we walk in the front door of the grocery store. Speaking of artificial sweeteners and things that you might be allergic to, I got these, and the first bag I picked up, I was very excited because it says, kick the sugar. There is only 3 grams of sugar in each package. They look like the regular Swedish fish, the ones that are full of sugar. If you look down where the actual ingredients are, there is a stamp right across the first ingredient. So I didn't really notice that when I was at the store, even though I read the back of the package. So I picked up a second package thinking, well, these look great also. I decided, let's read the list of ingredients, because now that little stamp is over here and not over here. And do you know the very first ingredient?
The very first ingredient
Is corn fiber. The thing I'm deadly allergic to. Corn fiber. Why is there corn fiber in my sugar-free treat? I don't get it. But I was just thinking, had I not read the full list of ingredients on the back of the package, that is so important to read, because even if it says it's sugar-free and it's all natural, there may still be something in there that is going to
kill you. Halloween, kill you.
Well, it might not kill you, but it will certainly make you miserable if you have an allergy like I do. Wrapping up, I wanted to share with you one more thing, and this is a treat that is a real splurge, but it is truly a Halloween treat. What is Halloween without candy corn? Well, now, there are 2 schools of thought on candy corn, right? Some people love it, some people, they don't love it, but this is an all-natural, organic candy corn. It's gluten-free, there is no corn syrup in it. There is very little sugar in it. Now, I say very little because there is some organic sugar. And so if you are trying to stay away from sugar completely, this would not be for you. But if you were going to have a splurge, and mind you, this is a very small package. This is not a big package at all. Little tiny package, kind of a big price tag attached. So you're just getting enough so that you can have a couple of kernels here and there. You might even want to hide it. It's got a little zipper pouch, so you could keep this hidden away. Anyway, it is all organic on the back, organic cane sugar. It has some brown rice syrup, some salt, some organic honey, organic rice protein, organic carnauba wax. So always read what the actual ingredients are. Don't just go by what they say the calories or what the sugar-free. Read the entire package. And my plan for these is to put them in a little teeny tiny pumpkin like this. and mix in a few nuts. So that wraps it up for my Halloween healthy treats, things that we don't eat every day. But if everyone else is indulging and having some of the things that we're really trying to stay away from, then this is a great way to have something on hand that's not going to completely undermine your diet. When I say diet, your lifestyle, your way of eating that gives you the most energy and gives you the best health benefits. So once in a while, to have something that's truly not too evil on Halloween, I think it's okay. So thanks for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you as the holidays unfold and we reimagine 50 plus. I'll see you soon. Subscribe and have a happy Halloween.